Most people think $5 in a casino is barely enough for a drink, gone in seconds on a slot. But with this roulette trick, that same $5 bill has the potential to explode into over $1,000. A casino with nothing more than a $5 bill. Most people would think that $5 wouldn't even last a few minutes at the tables. Drinks cost more than that. Slot machines can eat that in seconds. But what if there was a way, a real way, to take that tiny bill and spin it into more than $1,000? Sounds crazy, right? That's exactly what makes this strategy so exciting. This is what many call the ride-or-die roulette method. And today, it's getting tested in real time with real money. This isn't one of those fake at-home app demos where there's no risk and no rush of adrenaline. This is the real deal. In a casino, surrounded by flashing lights, chiming machines, and the constant hum of people chasing fortune. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it risky. And that's what makes it worth watching. Roulette is often thought of as pure luck. The wheel spins, the ball drops, and the outcome feels random. But strategies like this one are built on structure. They don't remove luck completely. Nothing does. But they give order to chaos. It all begins with just $5, and the idea is simple but powerful. That small amount goes straight onto a dozen bet in roulette, where the table is split into 3 groups of 12 numbers, 1 to 12, 13 to 24, and 25 to 36. Each pays 2 to 1. Once the bet lands and a win comes in, the key is not to stop and not to grab all the winnings right away. Instead, the trick is to press the bet, roll the profit forward, and keep building on the momentum, letting each win fuel the next step towards something much bigger. It's called ride or die, because you either ride the streak into something massive or you lose it all chasing the big payout. Now, the version being tested here is a little spicier. Instead of picking just 1 dozen, 2 dozens are played at once. That doubles the chance of hitting, keeps the action moving faster, and shows off the strategy in a shorter time. Casinos don't like when people film at the tables, so the test is happening on a Game King roulette machine. It's not the same as the real wheel, but the odds are still there, and it's real money on the line. $5 goes down on the second dozen. Another $5 goes down on the third dozen. $10 total. The wheel spins, the ball bounces, and it's a bust. 9 red, not in either dozen. That's the reality of gambling. No strategy avoids losses. But the key is staying disciplined and not panicking. Reset, another 5, another try. This time the ball lands on 31 black. A hit. That's $15 back from the dozen bet. Now here comes the strategy's twist. Instead of taking that 15 and walking away, you press it up. Add 5 more. Now the next bet is 20. If that 20 wins, it returns 60. From that, 15 gets pocketed safely. The remaining 45 goes right back out for the next round. This stacking effect is what makes the ride or die so explosive. Each win feeds the next, snowballing bigger and bigger until the final payout is in sight. The 20 goes out. The wheel spins. Bam! 35 black. Another hit. That's 60 back. Just like the plan says, pocket 15, push 45 forward. The climb is working. Even with the earlier miss, the stack is growing. The balance is higher than when it started. Now the 45 bet goes down. The energy is buzzing. People nearby notice when bets climb like this. Some smile, some shake their heads, but everyone watches. The wheel spins again. This time it's 22 black, a miss. But that's okay. The earlier pockets mean the bankroll is only slightly down overall. And that's why the method isn't just about pressing. It's also about protecting pieces along the way. The bets reset again. Another 5 goes down. Another 20, then 17 black. Boom. That's 60 again. Right back on track. Moments later, the magic number hits, 24 black. That's the $135 win. Now comes the biggest decision of the strategy. Do you press it all on one number for a chance at $1,200 in a single hand pay? Or do you spread it across hot numbers, giving multiple shots at smaller but still powerful payouts? The safer way, and the preferred way here, is spreading it. 5 or 7 numbers get covered with about $6 each. The hot board numbers glow like bait. Put the chips there and hope the wheel agrees. If one of them hits, that's 210 instantly. The next spin misses. 19 red. No win. But that's the truth of the casino. It doesn't always line up. The key is stepping back, looking at the big picture. Even after the miss, the bankroll is still up 85 overall. That's not bad. That's actually a win for most gamblers. And that's another lesson here. Sometimes the best move is knowing when to walk away. Even a small win is better than chasing until it's gone. But the test keeps going. The ball drops again. 26 black. Boom! Another hit. 135 again. The climb continues. At this point, the total bankroll has ballooned to over 600 from that original 5. The casino floor feels different when numbers hit like this. People lean closer. Dealers notice. It's not just a small bet anymore. It's action. Another spread on hot numbers. This time it's 26, 24, 31, 8, and 33. The wheel spins. The ball clatters. Everyone holds their breath. 7 red. Miss. The casino wins that round. But here's the crazy part. Even after that, the bankroll is still sitting almost 200 higher than the start. That's the ride or die way. You go big, but you take wins along the path. You don't leave empty-handed. It highlights how discipline and patience are everything in gambling. The smart move is to pocket small wins along the way, treating them like an insurance policy, while staying calm after losses and resetting without chasing what's gone. Knowing when to step away is just as important, because the casino always has the edge, and leaving with profit is the real victory. Momentum plays a huge role too. So, when the wheel starts hitting, it's all about pressing the bets and riding the streak instead of holding back. Of course, the strategy isn't foolproof, and no system can beat the house forever. But it gives structure, direction, and a sense of control that makes gambling more than just tossing money into the dark. At the end of the run, the balance shows a profit of 180. That's from a starting bet of only 5. Think about that. A single bill turned into enough for dinner, drinks, and still money left over. If luck had lined up on that final press, it could have been 1,200. That's the dream, the lightning strike everyone hopes for. But even without hitting the jackpot, the ride or die strategy delivered a fun, structured, and profitable session, and that's worth celebrating. Casinos thrive on people walking in, throwing down chips without a plan, and walking out empty. This method flips that around. It doesn't guarantee riches, but it gives power back to the player. It turns $5 into a chance for something wild. And that's why people love it. That's why others have sent messages and videos saying they've hit big with it, because it feels achievable. It feels like the kind of gamble anyone can try. Would it always work? Of course not. But could it hit once, turning pocket change into rent money or vacation cash? Absolutely. And that's why it sparks curiosity every time it's shared. That's the run for today. From a simple $5 start to turning it into something much bigger, this ride or die roulette trick definitely brought some wild moments. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you push it all the way for that 1,200 shot, or cash out early and play it safe? Thanks for watching, and until next time, good luck at the tables.